Hey everyone, I'm not doing a brew day, but I thought I would offer a tip, I guess. One of the topics that comes up a lot in the homebrew groups is how to cold crash without suckback. And essentially, for those of you who don't know, this is when you cold crash and you're chilling your beer down after fermentation. Like here, let me just, let's go over here. Sometimes what'll happen is the starsan or whatever you're using will start to come back up here because of the negative pressure, and it'll move back up the tube and it'll dump into your fermenter. And while that's not necessarily a bad thing because it's starsan, it does, if you pull all of it, it can oxidize your beer, obviously. So this topic comes up a lot about how to prevent suckback, and so I thought I would just offer how I do it. I have two different kinds of fermenters. I have Anvil stainless buckets, and I have SS Brewtech conicals, and I do it the same way on both of them with just some different materials. So let me flip my camera around here and then we'll take a look at this. Okay, so on the Anvil buckets, what I do is, this is an aquarium check valve that prevents water from going into an aquarium pump. And so I use that on, this is the CO2 goes this way from blow off. And so that can blow off into starsan. And technically this way you don't really even need to do that because nothing can come back this way. But I still put a bucket down there, or a jar or whatever. But this is just a 3/8 stainless barb T that one end goes down, then comes out, goes this way. And then there's another check valve here that lets flow come this way, so it can go all the way through, but it doesn't, it goes in. And this is a mylar balloon filled with CO2. And I've got that attached with a stainless steel drinking straw with foil tape around it. And the silicone for the straw actually fits perfectly tight around this so that there's no leakage or anything. And it's pretty hard to get off. Actually, I usually end up pulling the straw out first. So, and yeah, that prevents suckback completely on the Anvil buckets, so I don't end up with a collapsed bucket. I don't end up with starsan in my tank. I don't end up with any oxygen in, and this is what I've been doing there. And then on the SS Brewtech ones, I do the same thing, but as you can see, I'm sorry, I've been cleaning and things are in the way. I have a stainless T here, and same idea. This one's going in, and then this is a 1/2 inch blow off, so I'm not worried about this plugging. I don't have a pressure relief valve on here, but I'm not worried about this plugging. Hasn't happened yet, so. Yep, that goes down. And then when I cold crash, these things collapse pretty well, almost empty. So that is how to cold crash without suckback. And you don't have to have a big fancy stainless setup. You can be doing this with a regular carboy bung. And you can do this on your carboy. You can do it on your bucket fermenters. You can do it on stainless buckets. So that's how I cold crash without suckback. Like I said, it works well for me. I haven't had anything oxidize on me yet. I haven't had any issues. And typically what I do is I actually leave the valve that's attached to the balloon. I leave that off for about the first day or two of fermentation in case it needs to pull in. And because I don't care if it pulls in a little bit of oxygen on the first day. But after that, I'll hook up the balloon to it, and then that way anything that pulls in, you can see I'm in my garage, so sometimes the temperature drops and the heating pads can't keep up. So if that happens, at least I'm not oxidizing my beer. I may have other issues from temperature changes, but at least the beer's not getting oxidized from oxygen getting in. So hope that helps you guys. Cheers.